day 680 being Christopher Cruz. So I just had an awesome, amazing experience. So Araceli called me and we were having this conversation, and it kind of got off on a weird foot. Like, I was saying some things that I guess I wasn't being very clear on it, and she kind of misunderstood what I was saying. And it was just kind of like this weird vibe, like a little bit of tension or whatever. And I know she's been like going through some stuff, and so yeah, it was just this kind of like, it wasn't that bad at all. It was just kind of like something was a little, you know, there was a little bit of some kind of energy between us. And I'm like thinking about what she's going through, and then all of a sudden God gave me an answer, and I went, oh. And she said, "Are you tired?" I was like, "No, I just got the answer. Get on Zoom." And I was looking for this sheet, and God gave me this answer to take her through this process that I created called the cycle of identity, which is your identity creates your perspective creates your thoughts create your feelings create your actions create your results reinforce your identity. So I had heard like different ideas around that a long time ago, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to create something around that with the whole lion and sheep thing. So I created this thing, and I just called it the cycle of identity, because you go in cycles and it's all based on your identity. You're being your sheep or your lion. Your sheep has a perspective, your lion has a perspective. And so I just felt really called, like I have to do this with her. And it was just like God just gave me this divine inspiration. That's why I had a physical reaction. I was like, oh, because it's like, I got it. I know what you need help with. And so she gets on Zoom, and I do the whiteboard on Zoom so I could draw it all out. So I'm writing it all out. We go over her sheep perspective of everything and what that leads to, and then we go over her lion perspective. And in the middle of going over her lion perspective, she just starts to smile, and her whole vibe and energy shifts dramatically. And I'm like, she's got it. And she was like, this is brilliant. Oh my God, this is amazing. Like, she doesn't get impressed very easily, but she was blown away impressed. And I was just like, yes, it felt so good. And I walked her through the whole process quickly. Normally that's like an hour to hour and a half long coaching call. But yeah, it was amazing. And to see her smile, and to see her realize that everything she's going through is just temporary. It's not permanent. She doesn't have to let it get her down, and she'll get through it. And it's part of God's purpose. It was just like, you know, all you want for the people that you love is you just want them to be okay. You just want them to be happy. You want them to be good. And to know that you have a part in that, you know, it definitely warms your heart. And so that was amazing to see her light up like that. Meant the world. And she was like, oh my God, you are brilliant. You are such a badass coach. And she's right. But I was like, hey, God brought that to me. That was completely God. That's why I had that reaction, because it was like God just gave it to me. I wasn't even like, it was just like God just gave it to me. And it was like, and for me, it was like, okay, it's either going to blow her away or it's going to be like, but it blew her away. And so it was like, I just told her, like, that's the power of God. Like, he's got your back. Like, he knows the answer. He knows the solution. Like, and he just used me to get to you. And so we created this new perspective that she's going to take on, which is really, really empowering. And so, yeah, it was amazing. So, yeah, God keeps using me in these conversations. Like, I'm just having conversation after conversation, and it's just like it's life-changing. Like, it's really changing people's lives, and it all comes back to God. And when I was writing down yesterday, like, what would be my dream business? Like, what would I be able to do every day, all day? And it's like, talk to people about God. Like, that's what I really want to do. That's what I enjoy doing the most. That's what I have the most passion for. And so it's like God and purpose, like, bring those two things together, and I get to help people with both of those. Like, that's the dream for me. I could do that all day, every day. And so yeah, that was just such an amazing experience. And to see her snap out of a funk that she's been dealing with for a little bit is just like the best feeling. So yeah, that was That was so good. So now I'm gonna draw and do whatever. I didn't think I was gonna go golfing because my inner leg, like my groin, feels a little sore from, I don't know, like tweaking so much from golfing because I didn't stretch that part before and I haven't done it in a while. And one of my toes kind of hurt this morning. I'm like, is this what it feels like to get old? What the shit? This sucks. Like, all I did was hit 40 golf balls and play one hole. Like, what is my groin muscle hurting for and my toe? Like, what the shit? But it feels pretty good now. So, but yeah, I wanna get back out there. That was a lot of fun. So, yeah. So I might go golfing. If I don't go golfing, then I'm gonna go down to the USC Village, my favorite spot, to just sit and chill and see what happens. So yeah, we'll see. But right now, I'm gonna go draw and see what that leads to.